Hello everybody, welcome to Grandpa's Story Time. We're out here in the swimming pool today. We're going to read a story because it is hot out today. It's going to be in the 90s again. We're in some heat wave out here. I'll tell you when it breaks. But today, we're going to be reading from a nice cool place. The dog's out here on the deck. He doesn't really like to go swimming too much, but if he gets too hot, I'll bring him in. And today's book is called A Surprise Garden. I think that's Winnie the Pooh. Let's see. Let me get this guy out of the way here. It was early summer in the 100-acre wood. Rabbit's garden was filled with flowers and vegetables that were ready for picking. "How does your garden grow?" Pooh asked the rabbit. "Those vegetables stay hidden underneath the dirt," Tigger said. "Then old Long-Ears digs up the loot when it's ready, just like their buried treasure." "Not exactly," said Rabbit. "First, I plant these itty-bitty things called seeds." Rabbit held out a hand to show his friends what they look like. "And, as a little surprise, I have a packet for each of you. These are my special surprise seeds. You have to plant them and see what grows." "Oh my," said Piglet, "I don't know much about planting a garden." "Nonsense," said Al. "Like my old Uncle Cuthbert used to say, just give them some room and the flowers will bloom." "Flowers and vegetables do need room to grow," said Rabbit. "There's some simple rules to planting. If you follow them, your seeds will sprout." "Hoo hoo hoo!" shouted Tigger. "Sproutin', shoutin' seeds. I can hardly wait." "Now listen carefully," said the rabbit, "and I'll tell you my rules. Till and hoe, pull out the weeds, then dig a hole to hold up the seeds. Plant them in a sunny spot, then water them, but not a lot. There's one more thing you need to know. It takes some time for seeds to grow." Next, Rabbit gave each of his friends a little patch of dirt in his garden where they could plant their seeds. "A honey tree would be perfect plant for me," Pooh said. "I bet you I'll grow a stupendous beanstalk up to the sky," cried Tigger. "Come on, Long-Ears, let's get the planting." Pooh and his friends followed Rabbit's directions carefully. First, Pooh and Piglet hoed and raked the soil. Next, Tigger dug some perfect-size holes. And finally, Roo planted the seeds in a sunny spot, while Al carefully watered them. Now came the hard part, waiting for the seeds to grow. Each day, Pooh and his friends stopped by Rabbit's garden to check on their seeds, and each day they went away feeling a little disappointed because they didn't see anything growing. "These seeds have lots of catching up to do," Tigger said with a sigh. Poor Roo couldn't wait much longer. "What if the seeds didn't sprout and we run out of patience?" he asked. Now, said Rabbit. "You got to give the seeds a chance. Everything grows in its own time. Take good care of your seeds. Give them sunlight and water, and I promise you they'll grow." I'm going to plant the garden with you guys one day. Pooh looked very thoughtful. "Perhaps we didn't follow Rabbit's gardening rules," he said. "Fiddlesticks," said Al, shaking his head. "We did exactly what he told us to do." Suddenly, Roo had an idea. "Sometimes Mama takes extra special care of me with a little treat," he said. "Hey, I think I got something there, Roo boy," said Tigger. "We each need to do something extra special for our seeds." So each of Pooh's friends came up with their very own seed-carrying idea. Piglet covered his patch of dirt with a soft pink blanket so his seeds wouldn't get cold. Tigger put on his good luck hat and did his Tiggerific rain dance. Hoo-hoo-hoo, he cried, rain, rain, shower, shower, bring down some flower power. Owl tickled his patch of dirt with a feather to cheer up his seeds. Won't they be tickled pink, he said. Meanwhile, Roo and Piglet hurried over to Roo's house to get his magic wand. When Roo returned to the garden, he waved it over his little patch. Then he did the same thing for each of his friends' seeds' patches. Abracadabra, alakazoo, cried Roo. Please grow for Tigger, Owl, Piglet, and Pooh. This is a long one, huh? Shortly thereafter, Pooh went home to get his honey pot. When he came back to the garden, he sprinkled the dirt with tiny drops of honey. Bother, said Pooh. I do hope this sweetens them up. Honey always works for me. A few days later, all the seeds began to sprout. First, Pooh's friends saw little buds on the flower stems and baby vegetables. Then, the buds turned into blooms and the vegetables got bigger. What a spectacular surprise these seeds turned out to be, cried Tigger. There were bright yellow sunflowers for Tigger, pink pansies for Piglet, string beans for Owl, cherry tomatoes for Roo, but nothing for Pooh. Poor Pooh looked up at Tigger's tall, sunny flowers. He couldn't figure out why his seeds weren't growing. Think, he said. I think I did everything I was supposed to do. I even tried to be patient. Pooh's friends were so pleased with their little crop of vegetables and flowers that they decided to pick some for Rabbit as a thank you present. First, Tigger cut down his sunflowers, and when he did, the garden area was suddenly bathed in sunlight. Oh, Longears will absolutely love my blossoming bloomers, said Tigger. A few days later, the most surprising thing happened. With Tigger's flowers out of the way, the sun began to shine right on Pooh's garden patch, and his seeds began to sprout and grow. Pooh's seeds grew into the best plant of all. Those are the biggest, plumpest strawberries I've ever seen, said Rabbit. Oh, thank you, said Pooh. Although he wasn't sure what he had done, it just goes to show patience works wonders, Pooh said to Rabbit. I'll have to add patience to my list of gardening rules, said Rabbit. Make sure if you find a sunny spot, then till and rake and hoe. Be patient, it may take a while to see your garden grow. The end. That was a good gardening book, right? Let me see if I can show you some of Grandpa's gardens while we're here, right? Why not? He started a lot of things from seeds this year. Now let's see now. See? Yeah, that was a tour of Grandpa's garden. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love yous all. Bye.